Hi guys, happy Sunday. How has our week been? I feel like energetic, like we are really tapped in to what brings us satisfaction, and we're allowing that to kind of push through and to bring ourselves forward and to not, we're creating this self-discipline in our lives to really start building our dreams in the way that we've been wanting. We were in this space of like waiting around for everything. And with all of this like guided energy, right? We have Chiron in retrograde. Again, that's transforming our traumas, our childhood. So looking back at the things that really folded and molded us into who we are today. And it's like the wounds. It's considered the wounded healer in Western astrology, and it's really that. And it's like Chiron was, the myth behind him is that he was this wounded healer that would take in everybody's wounds to heal them, and ultimately, but he could never die, and ultimately he sacrificed himself for the greater good of everything. But he's like this wounded healer who walks around with a lot of pain, and when it's in retrograde, it is forcing us to heal that pain. And then we have Pluto right now, who is also pushing us to transform in the areas that we need healing, and it's this like big in our face. But I feel like we're handling it with such grace because we have Leo season coming. We are in Leo season, and it's given us this confidence and this boost of ambition and courage and understanding who we are. And we had that full moon in Aquarius, so it's just more tapped into that and tapped into what it means to be a humanitarian and what that means to us and how we can offer ourselves and services to other people and how we can help create the life that we truly want to live and lead. And coming from a place that's not centered in ego, but one that is like a vision for our future, right? And that's amazing. So we have all these things working for us, helping us build the life that we want. And then this week was just like jam-packed with like positive energy forward. There was probably a couple bumps along the way. It's going to be hard. Growing is uncomfortable, especially when, we're entering new paths, new beginnings. It reminds me of like the Five of Wands energy, where you're like testing your strengths. It's the like testing grounds. Almost makes you think of like a toy is in when it's like a prototype and we don't really know where it's going to be. You just take that time, settle in and explore. Don't put so much on yourself. Even like this with my YouTube channel and even my Instagram, like I was getting so hard on myself that it needed to be a certain way, it needed to look a certain way, and I was taking the fun out of it because I just wasn't allowing myself to explore and create. And I started putting these stipulations and boundaries all over the place, and it just like really starts to take away the fun. And that's kind of like this week where we stopped being so serious and we allowed our satisfaction to lead the way in what we're doing, and we just let go of what wasn't working. And that's okay to let go sometimes. It's okay to let things fall, but we can't bring everything with us. Like we can't bring every friend we meet with us. It's just part of life. Sorry I've been rambling so much. I'm just so excited. I feel like first week back in the new space, I think it went really good. I'm really excited. There might be a couple more angles you see. There's a couple other options I have in the room. So I'm just gonna play around with it. We're gonna explore, we're gonna have fun. This can turn into whatever it wants to. I'm having, full trust and faith in myself and in what I see it to be in my dreams. But I know you guys are too, because that is the energy. Sorry, somebody's trying to peek while I'm giving a reading. Okay, cards flew on the floor. 1 second. Is there another one? I thought there were 3. There's just 2, but some of my favorites. We have the Fool and the King of Cups. Also, today is August 1st. So I love readings at the beginning of the month because I feel like they kind of set the tone for what the rest of the month is going to be like. And so today we have the Fool and the King of Cups. All the thing I was just talking about wrapped up into these two cards. We have the Fool, who is, embodies the Fool. Could say, oh, we got the Devil on the bottom. Ain't that accurate? You're out on the leading edge of life. You're standing on, the cliff. You have so much excitement and drive, and you're really ready to embody everything that you're thinking about, all the things, all the passions that drive you. You're standing out on the edge, and you're like, no matter what, I don't care. I'm going after it. He doesn't have a lot in his hands. He's not carrying around baskets of things with him. He just has a little sack, and that's all he needs. And that's just like us. We don't need anything more than the desire to want to do it, right? And it doesn't need to be some elaborate thing, studio. We can build it up to be that, but you just have to start. You just have to do something, a little thing every day, and we're ready to do it, right? That's what these mountains in the background are for. There's going to be mountains to climb. There's going to be things, obstacles, circumstances, situations to go through, but they're all here to help you get to the top, right? They're all here to help you learn, to help you gain perspective. There's so much yellow in this card that there's no way it can't go somewhere positive, right? The Fool is the very first card in the major arcana. And he's a major theme for this month. And it's going out on the leading edge, trusting yourself, surrendering to the unknown, and just saying, I'm doing this because I like it and it brings me satisfaction, right? He's got a white rose in his hand that symbols, that's like rebirth, that's innocence, that's purity, that is, good things. He's got even this little friend on the side, and that's, again, protection, guidance. We had that multiple times throughout this week where Spirit is really trying to communicate with us that we are being guided through this. So do not doubt where you are. You have friends with you, whether you can see them or you can't. They are all around you, protecting you, and wherever you are, you're supposed to be. You are exactly where you are supposed to be at every moment. So just be there, be present in it. We're going in good places. And then we have the King of Cups, and he is just amazing. This could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer in your life, male energy, or this is also you embodying this energy. You are tuned in, tapped in, turned on to your intuition, to your emotions, to your dreams and your desires. And you are saying, I create anything, I create everything out of anything, right? He's sitting here on a stone throne in the middle of the water, in the middle of the ocean. Like, how can this happen? That's like your dreams right now. How can I create these dreams in my life? And you're doing it because you have the total faith and confidence in yourself. And it's a stone throne because that means it's a lasting structure in your life. It can't be broken. He has two cups, or he's got a staff and he's got a cup in his hand and it's filled. And again, we have a fishy friend jumping around here in the background. So even when you're putting in the work, or you're sitting down and you're reflecting and you're writing it down and you're getting in tune with your emotions, every step of the way, you have protection and guidance by you. And that's amazing. You're in touch with your intuition, you're in tune with your abilities. This is getting tapped into your spirituality and the mystical side. Maybe you are way more open to the universe and you're receiving way more messages than you actually acknowledge. And today's the day where you acknowledge it, where you say, who cares what people have to say, or if I sound crazy or weird or whatever. I'm going down this path because it makes me happy, right? Like, there's people in my life that don't totally agree with this and what I'm doing, and they don't understand, but it brings me satisfaction and joy, and it's brought me everything I've ever wanted. And when I think back to 4 or 5-year-old Ashley, she would think I am so cool. So I do it for her every day, and I do it for me because that's all that matters. Nobody else lives your life, But this is an amazing day because of that. When we add these up together, they equal 1, because court cards are 1 and then the Fool is 0. And so this is new beginnings. This is individuality. This is going out on your own and getting in touch with yourself and your power and you and listening to you. That full moon was in our first house of self. So we really embodied it. We took all that energy into how we see ourselves here in this physical existence. It also has to do with like your rising sign or your ascendant. So look at your rising sign. Take a peek at it today. I'm a Taurus rising. And so maybe tap into being what that is. Sometimes I try to do that. It's really cool, actually. I've gained a lot of insight trying to live my life not as a Pisces sun, but as a Taurus rising in the world. And you can kind of actually connect to a lot more. I expanded my consciousness a little bit by doing that, or not, I should say a little bit, but it really opened my eyes to different things. So tap into your rising energy today. There's some of us that are really gonna get a lot of messages from that. But ultimately, I am really excited. This is big energy for us to be playing with today. Sorry, this Sunday reading went a little bit longer than expected, but there's a lot of good things to say. I am just so excited to be on this new path with you and to hear all the things that you guys are embarking on as well. I am Ashley Rose, and if you would like a tarot reading with me, you can go to ashleyrose.com. Follow me on Instagram as well. That is ASHL, the number 3Y when we're spelling Ashley. And my Instagram is Ashley Rose Tarot. Take a look. I'm posting more things, like not just tarot readings, but also like, we're going to talk about master numbers. We're going to talk about angel numbers. I want to, create different things and just nerd out on the universe together. Just trying to create, a different community where, we are just open and we're okay with being vulnerable and we share with each other. If you would like a personal reading, I do half-hour and hour sessions as well as a pre-recorded option. All of my prices are up on my website, as well as there's an option to book your appointment on the website. I've started and on there as well, you'll see a section for like hair and things too, if you're interested in knowing that side of me. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great Sunday. Take today to like recharge and refuel and, build that forward momentum for what we're bringing into our life, because it's a lot of satisfaction and it's a lot of creativity. So tap into it, okay? I love you guys. I'm sending you all of the love.